Welcome to the great team member Welcome All Weather. You are a direct employee of Creefs Bhopal or a contractor Faiz Irshad welcome you. Important things to remember for Spray Painter Phase 1. Pre-job preparation. Before you begin. This is the planning and safety phase. Do not skip these steps. Review the job safety analysis, JSA, and work permit. Understand all the hazards associated with the job. Confirm you have the correct personal protective equipment, PPE, including your respirator, gloves, suit, and eye protection. Know the emergency plan. Understand the coating specification. You must know what you are being asked to do. Confirm the required paint system, the number of coats, and the required dry film thickness, DFT, for each coat. Inspect the surface. Before you set up, check the surface you are about to paint. Is it clean? It should meet the required standard, for example, SSPC SP1 for solvent cleaning. Is the blast profile correct for the specified coating? Use a profile gauge if necessary. Is the surface free of any dust, oil, or moisture? Check climatic conditions. This is a critical go, no-go step. Measure the air temperature, surface temperature, relative humidity, and dew point. Confirm the surface temperature is at least 3 degrees Celsius, 5 degrees Fahrenheit, above the dew point. If it's not, you cannot paint. Ensure all conditions are within the acceptable range listed on the paint's technical data sheet, TDS. Mask and protect adjacent areas. Carefully mask off any areas that are not to be painted. Protect nearby equipment from overspray. Phase 2. Equipment and material setup. Getting your tools and paint ready correctly is essential for a good result. Verify all materials. Check that you have the correct paint, Part A, base, Part B, curing agent, and the correct thinner by reading the labels on the cans. Check the batch numbers to ensure they are the same for each product if possible. Check the expiration dates. Do not use expired material. Inspect your equipment, air supply. Perform a blotter test to ensure your compressed air is free of oil and moisture. Spray gun and hoses. Ensure they are clean and in good working order with no leaks. Spray tip nozzle. Check that it's the correct size as recommended by the TDS. Make sure it is not worn out. A worn tip will create a bad spray pattern. Filters. Check that all filters, gun, pump, manifold are clean. Grounding. Confirm your spray pump and all equipment are properly grounded to prevent static electricity. Properly mix the coating. This is a critical chemical process. First, power mix Part A, base, by itself, until it is uniform and all pigments are suspended. Add Part B, curing agent, in the exact ratio specified by the TDS. Thoroughly mix Part A and Part B together with a power mixer. If thinning is required and allowed by the spec, add the specified thinner after Part A and B are fully mixed. Respect the induction time, sweat-in time. If the TDS specifies an induction time, you must let the mixed paint sit for that amount of time before spraying. This allows the chemical reaction to begin. Note the pot life. Immediately check the TDS for the pot life at the current temperature. Write down the time the paint will expire. Only mix the amount of paint you can apply well within that time limit. Phase 3. The application process. This is the hands-on spraying phase where technique matters most. Perform a test pattern. Before spraying the workpiece, spray a test pattern on a piece of cardboard or scrap material. Check for a uniform, oval-shaped pattern. If you see tails or a split pattern, adjust your pressure or check for a clog or worn tip. Apply a stripe coat. This is a mandatory step for high-performance coatings. Before the main coat, apply a preliminary coat to all. Welds edges and corners, nuts, bolts, and rivets. Maintain proper spray technique, distance. Keep the gun a consistent distance from the job. For airless spray, this is 12, 14 inches, 30 to 35 centimeters. For conventional spray, it is 6, 10 inches, 15 to 25 centimeters. Angle, keep the gun at a 90 degrees angle to the surface at all times. Do not arc with your wrist. Speed, move your hand at a brisk, steady speed. Slowing down creates runs, speeding up creates thin spots. Overlap each spray pass by 50%. Aim the center of your gun at the edge of your last pass. Triggering, start your arm moving before pulling the trigger and release the trigger after you have passed the edge of the workpiece. Follow a systematic pattern. Don't spray randomly. Work from the top of the structure downwards. For complex shapes like I-beams, have a plan. For example, spray inside flanges, then outside flanges, then the web. Phase 4. Quality control and cleanup. The job isn't finished when the spraying stops. Check wet film thickness, WFT, continuously. As you are spraying, you must stop and check your WFT frequently with a WFT gauge. This is the only way to ensure you are applying the correct amount of paint to achieve the specified DFT. Visually inspect your work. Constantly look for any defects like runs, sags, holidays, missed spots, or dry spray. Correct them immediately if the work method allows. Observe the recoat window. If you need to apply a second coat, you must check the TDS for the minimum and maximum recoat times. Applying the next coat too early can cause solvent entrapment. Applying it too late can cause poor adhesion. Clean equipment immediately. As soon as you are finished spraying or the pot life is about to expire, thoroughly clean all of your equipment. Two-component paints will cure inside your gun and hoses, ruining them if not cleaned properly. Dispose of waste properly. Follow all site rules for the disposal of used solvents, rags, and empty paint cans.